No, it is not Nichols in New Orleans. It's Nichols in Canoa. Oh, I suck in New Orleans, but I know they're starting to get a few of the games. They got Santa Clara Pacific, so they got them all fixed. But I'll just show a cut. I won't show really any of that. So that's fixed. Let's go Nichols Incarnate Word. Then we'll bring in one in the fourth. Northern Arizona, Montana at Northern Arizona. We'll bring in Northwestern State, Texas and Corpus, and Montana State and Northern Colorado.
We'll have the inbound pass to Georgia Ellie. She'll fire a three. No good. McKenzie. Aaron McKenzie so far in this ball game, in 4 minutes of work, it's 0 for 1 from the field. And she'll get ready to get 2 free throws right now. First one on the way. That one is good. Cardinals will quickly foul on either a miss or a make. Gonna grab a rebound if they do miss right here. McKenzie does, and Ramey McCrory was unable to grab the miss. So now it'll be Nichols basketball, and a timeout going to be used. So another chance for UIW to talk things over. 2 players are in foul trouble for UIW. It's both Destiny Whitaker and Britton Lutsby. And on the other side of things, Nichols, 2 players in foul trouble, with Craig being fouled out of this ball game. So there will be 3.8 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And it will be UIW applying a full court press on this inbound pass right here.
I think what UIW needs to do is just try to get another stop here, regain possession of the ball back, and try to get something going in these last 33.8 seconds left on the game clock.
You look at those leading scorers right now. Brister 6 of 6 from the line. Swift is 6 of 7 from the line. Combining for well over 30 points so far here in this ball game. There's 3 different players for Nichols you do not want in possession of it right now. You take a look at all those players right now. There's nobody for Nichols that does not look comfortable from the free throw line. So an inbound pass coming up here for Nichols. And it'll be Ellie Garnett who will get ready to have the inbound pass. They have Swift all the way on the left side of the court. Swift is nearly at their own baseline to prepare for the inbound pass. They give it to Brister instead. Raymond McCrory is nearby. UIW trying to force a turnover, and it's going to be a jump ball force. It was Georgia Elliott who was able to suffocate the basketball. So Coach Dow will use the final UIW timeout. You get the turnover player that you're just talking about. You're down by 9. You need a quick bucket and a quick foul. 9-point lead for Nichols. They're looking to improve to 2 and 3 in conference. Meanwhile, for UIW, they're looking to improve to 3 and 2 and avoid falling on a 3-game losing skid to open up 2025. High-stakes matchup here for a Nichols team who is 8 and 5. UIW looking to avoid falling to 7 and 7. UIW has been very good at home so far, 7 and 1. Their only loss, Abilene Christian back in November.
Well, that was That was definitely a really tight game for UIW when the Wildcats came into town. And, you know, this is a UIW team that is known for playing good at home, and they're a home team. They love being in their home environment. They're used to their home routine and everything else. But, you know, this is a tight one here for both Nichols and UIW.
Huge possession. We've said that really for the last 10 minutes, but this is as big as they come here with the shot clock officially turned off. Coach Dow right on the UIW dry erase board. We'll get ready to resume play now. It'll be Dorian Norris, the graduate transfer from East Texas A&M, who will have the inbound pass. 9-point Colonel lead. Myra Bell was looking for the inbound pass. Needs to get this pass in. Georgia Elliott gets that one taken away. Swift will have the layup and the bucket. No good. But it's Garnett who's able to grab the miss. A foul is called. And Blair, that should all but end this ball game after the turnover on the inbound pass.
No, I feel like UIW had possession, but Swift that was just all over and just took advantage and swiped the ball away to give the Colonels probably one of the final possessions of this ball game.
They were looking for Myra Bell on the inbound pass, but couldn't create enough separation on the off-ball screen to get the inbound pass. Instead, they elected to go to the second option, Georgia Elliott, and ends up turning over the basketball. And now it's a 10-point ball game, 67-57, with 19.1 to go. Coach Dow emptying the bench and bringing some new faces into the ball game as Garnett goes 2 of 2 at the free throw line. 17 seconds to go. Shiho Isono brings the ball off the floor, nearly batted away. Destiny Whitaker will fire another three, no good. Nichols will grab the miss, and they will all but dribble out the clock. An 18-point performance from Curtis ends the losing skid for Nichols.
And Nichols. That's one incarnate word. Or word. Incarnate word, I think is what it is. They get a big win in that one. Southern is going to get a big win over Bethune-Cookman. 73-54 win. Southern has Texas is going to have a huge blow in Alabama. Alabama is not going to be ranked after this. South Dakota State has a big blow, 82-50 over Omaha. They're going to get the win. South Dakota is trending towards the St. Thomas defeat of St. Thomas, Minnesota. They do. Northern Arizona is trending towards the Montana win. And Lamar is going to beat New Orleans. Okay, so they do have the games set for. Well, not all of them. There's a couple that they don't, but they're getting them ready on the air for those. Okay, so they can. So let's go to a competitive contest here. Let's take a look at some contests. We have Virginia Tech beat Georgia Tech, gave Georgia Tech their first loss in the season, 105-94. Mississippi State stunned them tackle. Mississippi State's good, but they just were 0-2 in conference, 81-77. And let's go to a competitive game. The only one we got is Northern Arizona at host to Montana.
Because we've seen Koenig try at times. Barge has had a bad game in this one. And Waddington's just a freshman, so who steps up for the Lady Grizz going forward?
Absolutely. Koenig and Barge, both super veteran players for the Montana Grizz. Both extremely talented. I don't see this being a trend that they start kind of a one-off for them, you would anticipate. And with Waddington, having a star freshman like that is so valuable and so exciting for the Lady Grizz. But again, just not a ton of experience. She's still getting her legs under her, getting used to the collegiate basketball world.
Oh, a tough collision and an offensive foul, they say, as Abby Schubert just stands in and takes the charge against Sanaya Everson. It's so hard to take a charge in today's college game with the new rules. It has to be set before the plant foot goes down. Good job by Schubert on that one. Here's Donarski, blocked, but a foul as Schmidt got her with the body.
Good job by Schmidt up top. It was that lower body bump, as you mentioned, that's going to get the refs to blow their whistle.
And Jaren checks in for the first time for Northern Arizona. Just her third game. The native of Ankara, Turkey, Jaren Oturakja. Here is Donarski. Knocks down both free throws. Northern Arizona, a team that averages 81 points per game, high power offense, has struggled at times defensively. This has got to be a really good game for their confidence going forward. Know that they can win the uglier games when they have to rely on their defense a bit.
100%. That's something that Coach Harris is going to be pretty excited about moving forward. Something they'll likely break down in film moving forward. On the other side of it, Coach Freeman probably not going to be too thrilled with the offensive numbers getting put up, especially given that today is his birthday.
Good job working that one in, Coach Freeman. Happy birthday. That is TJ Harris, the defensive coordinator for Northern Arizona, and then Ryan Freeman, the offensive coordinator. The two of those take a lot of pride. Of course, you know them really well, being with them for a number of years, but they take a lot of pride in that side of the basketball. But here, Coach Harris still yelling out defensive assignments with under 2 minutes left. Here's Alex Parag. Did not play the last 3 games for Montana. Has put up a good 8 minutes off the bench, and this one knocks down that first free throw. She started 8 games this year. The first 8 games of the season has come off the bench in every appearance since then.
Seeing that mask she's wearing, it looks like she may be very well in the process of still recovering from a blow to the face.
And that's just a number of injuries that this Montana team has had to go through throughout the season. Schmidt lines up a 3 halfway down. No. Beatty out on the offensive glass, and it drops in. Leah Beatty's third basket of the game.
Okay, so Northern Arizona is going to get the win over Montana. Let's go to a couple other games. We have Texas and Corpus Christi hosting Northwestern State here. They are the 8, and looks like they're going to go to a timeout there between those two games. That's a 32-29 game. A low scoring basketball. It was very low scoring. I mean, it picked up a little bit, but not a lot. So, kind of ugly low scoring game. When we got unfortunate injury for Northern Carl. Ooh, it just took a charge and just got huge. Got a blow in the stomach. I got the wind. I don't know. It was just an injury. Got the wind knocked out. Maybe hit face or something. Oh, man. Ooh, and hit the face. Ooh.
From that angle doesn't even look like much. We saw a great angle of it earlier.
Well,
Just took the back of the head to the chin.
and for that to be considered a flagrant, in my understanding, you have to push up. You have to push your head up into the player, intentionally attempting to, target the head area.
Yeah, there was no intent there.
Yeah. I mean, she might have known that Hall was there, but nothing beyond that. The officials agreeing to a flagrant call. No, nothing more than just a common foul. There's Hall to Gamble with Dylan Phillip charging in on defense. The Bears just got to work quick. Gamble finds an open look, and she's going to hit the three. 4 minutes, and Gabby Fields comes away with the steal.
And after this, there are some more games here in the world of women's college basketball. However, with these games, there will be a commercial break. So, commercial breaks, halftime breaks, that will be in that. So there will be a little break here in the whip room for that.
That is a career high for London Gamble.
Let's get a little bit of northwestern seats again. The Islanders of Texas and Corpus Christi.
Wanted to go, and it wasn't there. They're trailing on this play big time from the Islanders tonight. Duffy moves around. 13 to shoot for the Islanders. Criswell back at the top. Guarded by Blake. Dump off to Aguado. Floater. Basket's good, and one coming up for Mireille Aguado. On 32, Atama. Her second personal foul. It's the third team foul.
Aguado 2 for 5 from the free throw line tonight.
Here's Criswell. Drops it off to Aguado. That left-handed shot, it's the front of the rim, and with the friendly roll here at home. Aguado with 13. And the and one is good. 3-point contest now, 35-32 with 3:20 to go. Blake, high back to Ayers. Atama puts it up from the elbow, and it finds its way in. 37-32, back to a 5-point contest. Over to Aguado. Wilstedt. Duffy at the elbow. Goes back to Wilstedt. Pass to Aguado. Saves it. Nice catch from Criswell. Shakes one way, falling down, and they're going to get a travel. I do not agree with that personally. I think she slipped on the floor.
She
It's
did,
not
yeah.
that. The floor looks pretty slick tonight with the way that the shoes are sliding. See it a lot when the men play in here because they go pretty fast at times. They tend to slide a lot. Bounce pass out to Atama, back to Blake. Ayers at the top of the key, puts up a three. It's good for Sharna Ayers. She's made the threes all in the second half. It's an 8-point lead now for the Demons, their largest of the ballgame. Wilstedt with 2 minutes to go. Allen wants to look for somebody, and nobody open. Wilstedt for three. Answers back to Ayers.
Back-to-back threes.
5-point lead. 2 minutes to go. Criswell to Atama. Back out. Hardison for three. It's no good. Dexon gets it in the hands of Paige Allen. Over to Criswell. Wilstedt for a three. Not there. Duffy with the rebound and the putback.
Okay, so now let's go back to Montana State in Northern Colorado. This is like a mid-major top 25 team. This is Montana State. They are worthy of being that quality team. Actually, no. Let's go back to I'm Northwestern State versus Texas. Like, it's a bit fast right now. They're on timeout. They're just wrapping up their timeout on this, and then first news. Okay.
The Islanders have won 11 straight against Northwestern State. Criswell for three. It looked like it was blocked a little bit. They're going to say it was tipped.
Oh no, it was.
A flop warning on purple. The officials are now having a conversation. Go talk to head coach Anna Nims.
Finishes the flop
Said it was tipped. So Northwestern State did get a block on that, Kelsey, so it went out of bounds. So Islanders have 17 to shoot with 49 seconds left. And they're sending each team back to their...
They're going to review that. It was a blocker for just an air ball. I didn't see the block, but maybe it was. Well, anyway, while they're reviewing that, let's go back to Montana State and Northern Colorado.
Anaya Hall didn't get her first shot off till the third quarter. That's
68-55 North.
Anaya Hall, she averages
And
10
Colorado
points
down
per
13
game.
with the ball.
Yeah, and right now for the points in the paint, Bobcats outscoring the Bears 32-22. Most of those paint points from the Bears, though, have been coming from our guards.
Yeah, Gamble with those mid-range floaters. Like that. Little floater.
Right now, if there's a bright spot to focus on if you're the Bears, it's that. And that could have been a foul there, but not called.
Gamble step back three. She's doing it all. Missed that three, though. Gamble gets her 24th point, and then another takeaway on the inbound, or at least on the inbound play. Diana Sala called with the foul. Under a minute to go. 30-second timeout by Coach Binford, former WNBA and Boise State player, coaching the Montana State Bobcats, leading her team to a lot of success over her 20 years as head coach of the Bobcats. Hasn't had a losing season in 17 years. I think that flies under the radar sometimes for the non-Montana State fans. Coach Binford has done a good job for a very long time.
Sounds like a Mike Tomlin stat right there,
exactly.
all the consecutive winning seasons. And that's just so impressive to do year in and year out, especially with the way that just the NCAA is right now in the transfer portal and how much that affects college basketball and women's college basketball here.
Well, look at a team like
have a winning season year in and year out. It says a lot about who Coach Binford is.
Absolutely. Look at a team like Eastern Washington, 0-2. Along with Northern Colorado to start this year in conference play. Last year, they were one of the best teams in the Big Sky Conference, went into the Big Sky Conference tournament. They were a top team alongside Northern Arizona and Montana State. And, you just see the turnaround that this new NCAA, the rules, the transfer portal, all of that has brought to life here. Montana State has been consistent throughout all of that. Caitlin Martin, formerly Caitlin Lamardo. Her last name changed to Martin here as we get a jump ball here. But her last name changed to Martin as she married Noah Martin, who's a two-time Big Sky Conference champion in the high jump for Montana State, and a seven-time All-Big Sky Conference performer. So she's got a pretty heavily rooted Big Sky and Montana State family. She has started now, Caitlin Martin.
And how about a power couple right there?
Yeah. It's the definition of that. As the ball rolls back, Montana State keeps up with it, and Tatum West will come away with it with London Gamble, already with her career-high 24 points scored today. And timeout called by Coach Matillo.
So it looks like Northern Colorado is going to fall down 11. I mean, there's still a chance. It's not over, but okay, so there are some technical difficulties. That one. No. That's in the Montana State Bobcats are going to be the Northern Colorado 67 to 57. That's okay. And after this, we will talk about the 9 Eastern and 9:30 Eastern games and take a little bit of a break. The 9 Eastern games, 6 Pacific games are at halftime breaks. Maybe in the middle of they might be in the middle of their halftime break, but they're still in their halftime break.
44-39.
They're still going to be in the breaks. So. Actually, while we got time, there in the timeout, let's go talk about the games here.